sucks. Yeah, I can't use this thing. It sucks. It's too slow. I don't know what the hell the deal, man. YouTube. No, this ain't gonna happen. This is just fucking crazy. It's too damn slow. I'm not sure how old this tablet is, but it sucks. Try it one more time. I feel like throwing it. I think it would feel good to throw it. Now, ain't nothing worse than something taking a long time, but then it's even worse when you press something and it doesn't do anything, and you're like wondering, well, is it trying to do it, or is it? If I keep hitting it, is it gonna? Yeah. I just think the thing's got issues. I'm just not even gonna fool with it. So there will be no chat window, which is better for me, because I don't like to talk. Well, I like to talk, but I don't like to be distracted. And I get distracted. I get distracted too easily with the chat window up. It's not my thing. I'm not a good chatter. I already get confused enough there. I try to do these things. So let's get into the game real quick. I'll do the snow first. That ain't gonna take long to do. I don't know about the wheel. I may just do a tutorial on that and separate. I think the snow will be something I can do really quickly though, if I remember how to do it. I mean, it's already in the game. You just got to select it. I just got to remember how to do it. Pretty sure you just add. I think it's a different map that doesn't have snow on it. And man, where's all my damn hard drive space going, man? This is gonna have to be all right. I'm not sure where that's. I think it's probably mesh room. I was like 40 something gigs in there earlier. Let's see here. Create precipitation. So you select and you select it, or you press it and you hit escape. You go to the inspector here, and you should be able to change it to snow. But this isn't how you do it, I don't think. I don't think that's what I did. Alright, let me load the one that I did do. Well, it's not really ringing a bell looking at this. I thought it was something in here that you just picked. Oh, it is in here. Snow menu. And snow menu data block. I don't see any snow. Oh, there we go. So yeah, that's it, man. That's all you do. Not really a lot to it. And you got the wind and how much mass they got. If they got a lot of mass, they won't drift as much. It's really good looking. It's just no one's ever really uses it much. Yeah, I don't know what I got mine set to on the other map, but I think it's alright. It seems to work alright. So yeah, so that's that. Let's get out of here. Well, actually, while we're here, let's go to the next question. So the next question was these wheels. How to edit the wheels like I edited them here. So we have to find out the name of the wheel. So what you'll do is you'll go to the vehicle and you'll go to not in there. You'll go into the vehicle config and go to the suspension, front wheels, wheel hubs. So it's a 6 lug automatic locking, and it's the 16x7 Gav-Rill D-alloy front, and there's also one for the rear. So the way I found that is I used Notepad++. I went to the game install folder, not the user folder, but where the game's installed, in your Steam Apps Common, Beam, NG Drive, and you'll have a content folder, you'll have a vehicles folder, and inside of here you'll have a common folder, and you'll also have one for whatever vehicle that you, if it's a developer car, that is, it'll be in here. It'll be zipped up. So what I did is I took the zip file of the pickup truck, I opened it up, went into vehicles, and then I took that folder. And I see this is the folder with all the stuff in it. I copied that to the clipboard. Then I went to the user folder. And in the user folder, made a folder called vehicles. And inside of there, I pasted the pickup truck. Now, the next thing, I went to the common folder. All the wheels pretty much are all in the common folder. Everything shares stuff out the same stuff. It's just easier for them to just put it all in one pool and have everything go there to get it. Instead of having to have the same wheels in 10 different folders for 10 different cars, they just all come to the same place and get their wheels. So in the common folder, which is also in the game install folder, in the vehicles, you'll see common. And just like we did with the pickup truck, you're going to extract that and put it on your desktop. You probably don't need the whole damn thing, but I just did it to make it easier to search, because trying to search a zip seems to take a lot longer. So I put those on the desktop, and then let me find it. I deleted it. I deleted it because I said, you know, I'll just redo it. I'll redo it in the tutorial. So you'll see how it's done. That was my thinking anyway. I just don't remember thinking it. But now I do. I remember now. Content, vehicles, common. And you're going to pretty much put this in the user folder. like I said, you don't need all the stuff in there, but we're doing it. Just I don't feel like picking through it. We'll just extract it onto the desktop and then move it into the user folder. In the user folder, vehicles folder. Now the mistake I made yesterday was when I put it in there, I had one less folder than I needed. It's kind of like it's got vehicles and common, then vehicles again, and then I had one of those missing. I'll have to show you here when that thing ever gets done. If you got Notepad++, it's what I use to find the stuff that you need. It's easier for me to just tell it to search all files for a particular name than them sure having to go through it manually and look for them. It does pretty good too, doing it. You have to make sure you get your spelling right. Ain't nothing worse than be looking for something all day long and realize you're looking for the wrong thing because you damn misspelled it. That part we looked up, the 16x7 Gabriel D-alloy front wheels, that's what we're going to search for once this ever gets done. I mean, that's some slow stuff, man. Extracting that. I mean, it's not in no hurry either. You know, it takes a hell of a long time to update the game too. When they update the game, it seems like it takes like a few hours to update that thing sometimes. I think that's Steam that has that. I don't know who's responsible for it, but I would think it's probably Steam. I don't know. I don't like waiting on stuff. I don't. Now, I don't mind waiting if I render something because I know, well, something good's coming. It's worth the wait, but a lot of the stuff I don't like to do. It's boring, mundane, repetitious. It's not where the fun's at for me. The fun for me is inventing things, making things that no one makes. That's what I like to do when I got the time to do it. Alright, finally, let's go into here and let's just pick just any of these will do, just to load Notepad++ because I don't have it down here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Find in Files, and as you can see, I have the user folder already in here from doing it yesterday. The user folder, vehicles, common, wheels. Now we need to put the folder in there, or we need to direct it to the desktop. Either way, it needs to go in there. So go to the user folder, vehicles, and put the common folder in there. And once you got it in there, this is how it's got to be in there, like that. Vehicles, common, vehicles, wheels, 6 lug, and Gabriel 6. Now, that didn't tell you how I got them. I'm just showing you that's where the folders are. But to find them, I had to go in here and say search and find that particular thing. Is that it? 6. No, it says 6x7. Oh, wait a minute. I got the wrong one selected. It's this. Well, hell. Not a damn. I think it's that 17x8. Yeah, 17x8 Gabriel D. Yeah, and then you search there for it. Now you're not replacing it with anything, you're just doing this to find it. It's going to go through all the J-beams of everything in that folder until it finds that. And usually you'll find it in one of the J-beams for like the suspension. So if we look here what it found, you'll see it found pickup alloys 17 by 8. And if you look at where it's at, that's the DAE. That's where the DAE will be located for that particular wheel. And then in the J-beam for the wheels is where it mentions that, basically. So you know where it's at now. You have to just go get it. So in the common wheels, wheel DAE, we'll import that into Blender. And you'll see that all the wheels are in fact there, not just that one. I guess all the 6 lugs are all together. So import the DAE, and that should be vehicles, common, wheels, there it is. So we'll import that in. Now this is the one that I already screwed up. I wanted to find a better one, the original. So let me load the original up on the desktop. That's the one that I edited already. Common, vehicles, common, wheels. Wheels.dae. So all the wheels, all these wheels are all here. We only want the one wheel. So we'll get the pickup alloy 17 by 8 and we'll hide it. And then all the others we'll delete. Then we'll unhide it. Now we got just our wheel. Now the texture's not going to look right in here because they don't ever look right in here when you are coming from the game back to Blender, unless you export as a GLTF, then you'll get the texture, but this doesn't do it. If you want to absolutely see what you're doing, you know, what I'll do is I'll just make a new texture. I'll get rid of that one and just make a generic, just something generic that's metallic and it's got a little shine to it. That way I can kind of see what I'm doing if I'm working on it. And so say you want to do what you want to do to it. I don't know, let's you know, I don't really know what to do to the thing. I don't really have much creativity in that area as far as doing that kind of stuff with the wheels. Not really a car person, believe it or not. Not really a car person. I just love the physics in this game. I don't care about if it's cars or buildings or people. I think the physics are amazing. So that's why I like it. But the cars are good. They're good. You know, no one's ever tried to like make a spy hunter type of wheel blade that cuts other tires. I don't know that it would actually work. Kind of cool. I remember that old game. Yeah, that ain't gonna work, but hell, we'll do it anyway. It'll work, it ain't gonna have any function because that's not the DAE. I mean, that's the DAE, that's not the J-beam. The J-beam's still whatever this thing normally is. So let's get our material back to what it should be. Pick up alloy. And we'll export, overwrite the one that's in the user folder. should update all them. Should update. Yeah, see. Now that would be cool if they worked. That would be really, really cool. I made spinners once that worked. I mean, it's possible to do that. I just don't know how effective they would be as a J-beam to pop tires. I made a J-beam spike strip like the cops throw out on the road, and the J-beam were little spikes that stuck up, and the thing is the J-beam for some reason didn't penetrate the tire. Like, you could drop the car from 20 feet up, it'd land on the spikes, it still wouldn't pop them. Not like a DAE, a regular collision mesh. So I think it'd be something cool to do if someone could pull that off. I could see driving by another one and chopping up the tire with that. But yeah, that's it pretty much. So whatever vehicle you want to do that to, that's pretty much how I did it anyway. Every one of these cars got their own little thing for the wheels. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I can think about really to share about this particular question. A lot of the stuff is in the common folder that you might think would be in there with the vehicle, but like you got engines here and just miscellaneous stuff like all this stuff. You see it. So hopefully that'll get y'all some answers you need there as far as the wheels go. You could make a new texture. You'd have to introduce that into the game though. So if you were to say you wanted to make a new texture for that wheel, I'll just call it. No. Actually, we won't even do it here. We'll do it in Blender. So we'll just make a new texture. Let's call it wheel. How about wheel 5? I don't know what the UV mapping is, but I can tell you that when you do textures in here, the only thing that you can even really do is the base color. Put a picture on it. That's pretty much it. All the other stuff doesn't get converted into beam. It just doesn't. All that stuff doesn't. It just that one thing does. Now the rest of the stuff you got to do yourself in the game, in the texture editor. It'd be great though if somebody wrote something that could convert like the procedural textures to BeamNG textures. That'd be amazing, but that ain't gonna happen. Alright, what was I gonna get? Alright, we'll stick that eyeball on it. How about that? I'll just do some simple some simple project here. Let's see. Apply all transforms. And go edit mode, hit A, and let's see. Let's just do this. No, let's do this. Yeah. It's an angel. Crazy looking things. All the millions of eyes everywhere. So wheel 5, we got to go now into the we could close the game. We got to go into the material, main material for pickup, or make a new one. If there's not already one in there. I'm sure there's one in there. Let's go to here, and we'll add it to their main material.
Oh, and y'all realize that once I took this pickup out of the install folder and the common out of the install folder and moved them to the user folder, I'm doing nothing else in the install folder. All this stuff's just being done in the user folder. Now, if you want to pack this thing, it's going to have to pack differently than how it's set up in the user folder. I don't like to let the thing pack. I like to do my own packing. I don't like it to do it. It takes a long time, it seems like, especially when you do them maps. But I just prefer to do it myself, you know. Let's see here. Um, all right. So, bracket in a comma tells it another texture. I just deleted that damn texture, didn't I? Didn't mean to do that. Yep, bracket and comma. That says, hey, there's another texture. And then bracket without the commas tells it that's the last one. Oh, don't put two of them like that. It won't work if you do that. So we'll call this wheel 5. And that will go here and here. Get rid of that. And I'll let the damn thing do the. I'll do the texture in the game. I don't know exactly what I damn named it. Let's go to. We save this. Let's go back to Blender so we can export that. I just thought about something. The DAE is going to the common folder, but the main.materials in the vehicle folder. So if we have the vehicle folder make the material, then the texture needs to be in there with it. So it's eee.dds. Where is that? That's got to go in there, or you're not going to get it. It's not going to show up.